Hey, good morning. This is Ogle's Fish Room. Let me hold steady for you for a second there. Good morning. This is my 75. Um, it's the only thing that's really new here. I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but nothing terribly interesting has changed. I have added these feeder fish, which are called Rosies. I've got 40. I just wanted to fill it in a little bit. I have several big fish, but the tank still looked kind of empty. So I just wanted something to kind of take up some space and move around a little bit. And I didn't want to spend a lot of money. These are bred mainly to feed other larger, aggressive fish eating fish. And that's what normally they're sold for. Therefore, they are ridiculously cheap. You can buy 10 of these for $2.59. So for around $11, I got 40 of these. As you can see, they've really adapted to the tank. When I first put them in for probably a week or more, they huddled in a corner and kind of kept a tight school because they weren't sure if something was going to eat them or not. But as you can see, they are spread out and swimming around all over the place now, which is fine with me. That's what they're for. I'm not interested in anything eating them. I don't have anything that will eat them. I just wanted kind of a filler for some movement in the big tank for not a whole lot of money. That's I'm being cheap. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's their tank. That is 75. I'm gonna move over here to the. This is one of my 10-gallon column tanks. It's got the, I don't know if you can see them in here, but basically those ones with the black stripe down the side are called pencil fish. The actual name is Beckmans. There are several different kinds of pencil fish. These are called Beckmans. No, Beckfords. I'm sorry, Beckfords pencil fish. And the little orange ones are called amber tetras. I've got 7 of the pencil fish and 13 of the amber tetras. That's their tank. It's got a Valsinaria that's doing very well over there. Rocks for things to some of the catfish to hide in, and an Anubias in the back. That's their tank. This is a 29. It's got a female blue. There she is. Betta. That's a female. Now this particular female is called a veil tail because as you can see her fins are a little more elongated. Not to a ridiculous extreme. I've got another one I'll show you in a few minutes that hers almost looks like a male. Uh, but the normal average female that you will see has more blunted, rounded fins. Both I forgot my names. Dorsal is the top. Ventral, I think, is the bottom. I'm not sure about if I'm saying that right. And the tail. Well, she's left us. Anyway, there she is. She's hiding up there. I'm not sure I pronounced her bottom tail properly, but at any rate, that's this tank has a school which is well hidden in the back there. But I've got a school of lemon tetras. I've got a school of that's the one on the right. That one. The one with the black and white stripes on its tail are called Prestella tetras. That's the lemon tetra there, I think. That's an albino. I saw something moving over here. Anyway, that's their tank. It isn't. Let me move my finger out of the way. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's their tank. This on the bottom is a 15-gallon, and it has a large family of fancy guppies. It's got a that's a beautiful female right there. Beautiful female. Usually their bodies are not too colorful, but they usually have nice tails. The male is got a more if he'll hold still, a more flamboyant tail. That's him on there. And everything else is babies. And there's a bunch of them. Okay, we're going to move, that's their tank. We're going to move over here a little bit. Oops, sorry. You saw my socks, sorry about that. Okay, this is a 5 gallon. It too has a little female girl in the back there, but she's very small. Now she is supposed to be, let me get closer. She's supposed to also be a veil tail. Well, she just, there she is. She's moving. Okay. She's very small. There she is. Pretty girl. She's got a blue body with red fins. A little more of a traditional look, but her dorsal and pectoral, that's the word. Pectoral fin is a little elongated. Her tail is not. It's still a little rounded. Okay. I'm going to back off a little bit on her because I think her tank is very pretty. There it is. I've got that planted up nice. I've also got the rocks and the spider wood, which I really enjoy and I think is very pretty. That plant to the right is called a dwarf red lily, water lily. It will send runners up. You'll see some of that in another tank in a few minutes. Balsinaria on the left, little cryptocorin right there. Those are small ones. And that's that tank. Okay, let's move over here. Okay, let me back up a little. This is a 20 long. It's got the white one there to your left is called a blind cavefish. I've got 3 in there. They literally have evolved because they were found in caves that have absolutely no light whatsoever. They've evolved to not have any eyes. But their other senses, as you can see how swiftly he swims, have really gotten them used to kind of feeling what's around them, and so they don't run into things. However, I have seen them run into things when they first put them in a tank, and they're designed to have a hard head, so they're okay. The striped one right there those are called zebrafish. They are probably the hardiest fish on the planet. They're very cheap, and they've been in this hobby since I was a child. They were probably some of the first fish I ever had. They're so hardy that in the old days, before chemicals were created to get rid of anything in the water and et cetera, or go through the cycle where everything is very high in ammonia, these were the fish that could do it. These could cycle a tank and live through it to tell a tale. They were incredible. Anyway, they're very fast, so they're not for everybody. I want to kind of stress that. I think they're fantastic in a larger tank because, as you can see, they do move a lot. Like to move back and forth. And there's many other things in there. We've got a very large, not fancy guppy. This is just a normal, actually came in with some ghost shrimp. They're kind of considered feeder fish as well because they're not, guppies are everywhere. I mean, they're another hardy fish. But the ones that just look kind of plain like that are usually fed to larger fish that need to eat something that's alive. So, but I decided not to do that. That dark spot, it means she's extremely pregnant. She's had many, see if we can see some. There's some tiny babies over here. You see them moving around? Itsy bitsies. Yeah, those are all hers. Okay, that's their tank. I'm very happy with it. It's got a couple of flagfish. I don't know if you can see these two right there in the back. Got a male and female flagfish. They're actually from Florida. Those are Florida flagfish. Anyway, they also are very hardy and very pretty, for just a common fish. Anyway, that's their tank. We have some albino cory cats as well. And you can see the little baby guppies do a good job of moving out of other fish's way when they come by. They are survivors. There's no doubt about that. Okay, in this tank we have the Harlequin rasboras. They're identified by that triangular shaped black spot on their stern. There are 11 of those in there. The only other thing we have in there is maybe some bottom feeders. Take care of anything that gets on the ground. That's their tank. I find that very attractive and pretty. Different plants in there. That's a cryptocorin that I thought was green but seems to be turning red. That might be adjusting to low light conditions. I'm not sure. This is an Anubias on a piece of wood. That's an Anubias on a piece of wood. That's Vallisneria that has to be in the ground and or in the substrate. That is, excuse me for 2 seconds while I scoot over. Sorry. Okay, this is another one of my, what do you call it? Column tanks. They're 10 gallons. The reason I like these is they're 20 inches tall. They have a wonderfully large 2-inch lid on them, but they're only 12 by 12 at the bottom, so they don't take up a lot of space, and you can put several on a cabinet. I like that. Now this too has guppies. They got too many for this tank, and I moved some over to the other tank, and both seem to be doing well. You can see babies all over the place there. There is a female and a male in there, large. I don't see them right now, but that's okay. Okay, I'm trying to move along here. Another one of my column tanks, my big boy betta, which I don't see right now, is in this tank. This has got coolie loaches in the corners there. It's got big coolie loach there. They do a wonderful job of getting into crevices to find bits of food that other fish can't seem to find. I just don't see the big boy right now. Anyway, all these have bettas in them. This particular one is the other female I was trying to point out that has very elongated. She's called a veil tail, but female. And there she is. Her fins, all her fins are very elongated. Most people, if she didn't have the egg spot underneath her chin, most people would call her a male because of her size and her elongated fins. She was small when I first put her in here, but she likes the space and she has grown. Anyway, that's her tank. That's very nice. I'm going to move to the next one where I think he's just in the shade. Normally he's pure white. Some of his fins are being shadowed by the leaves. He is a beautiful fish. Excuse me, I'm having to adjust here. He's considered a common veil tail betta that is pretty reasonably priced. Look at his finish. Isn't he gorgeous? But because he's considered common, he's only $3.99 at PetSmart, believe it or not. Anyway, very pretty. A large Anubias in there. It was on top of these rocks and growing out of the tank. So I moved things around and put it on the bottom. The roots can go down into the substrate, but the rhizome cannot. These are designed, I started to say designed from Africa. Well, they are from Africa, but they live in very volatile is probably the right word. Volatile streams and creeks where sometimes they're out of the water and sometimes they're underwater. So they kind of had to adjust to that, and therefore, instead of evolving to be holding onto the substrate, which gets washed away, they started holding on to rocks and wood that would not wash away. And they are very adaptable, for lack of a better word. Okay, we got more cleanup crew down there. There's a beautiful betta in here somewhere. That's a beautiful example of Vallisneria that grows like the dickens. I love this plant. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to show you. This is a 10 gallon, but you're looking at it from the end. There's a side, goes back 20 inches, but what you're seeing at the front is only like 10.5 by 12. But I like this tank. I really do. It's got 4 white cory cats in the back, as you can see one there. I like okay, here's the male betta that lives in there. He's got a blue body, red fins. A lot of Alisnarian here. I really like this tank. I made a lot of little cavey things, and it's got spider wood in the back. It's got rocks. It's got a lot of planting. I really enjoy looking at this tank. I'm going to come back tonight, just as a warning, and make another video of all these at night. I promised my doctor I would do that, and I just saw him earlier this morning, and he was complimenting me on my tanks and how relaxing they were. So I wanted him to see what they look like at night, because I come in here at nighttime after I've got all the bright lights off and the blue lights are on, and it looks like you're looking at fish in the moonlight, and I'm really enjoying that. Okay, I'm going to phase out over here with the 75 again. I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. This is Ogle's Fish Room signing out. There's a couple of angels up there. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.